This Women's Day, let's read some impactful books which are by women for all of us. Hey, what's up people? This is Anjali and welcome to BookXp. Happy Women's Day, and let's celebrate this Women's Day by recognizing some impactful works by women who are trying to make a change in this world and society. And while we are talking about some impactful books, we can never forget we should all be feminist. Why this book? Because the word feminism has so many misconceptions around it. And everybody has their different definition, but we don't know what it actually is. And this book cleared all our doubts about what is feminism and why we should all be feminist, what is the condition, what is needed, and a lot around it. And this book is just a modified version of a TED talk delivered by author in 2012. And I really don't want to give any spoilers about this book. It is just this small and only 48 pages. So you can go through with it easily, and you can also check that TED talk out. And the next book about making a change has to be Period by Emma Barnard. Emma suffered from endometriosis for several years, and she details how she put up with the pain. And this is an important story that tells us to not stay shut while there is an abnormal pain, and also throws light on how important it is to normalize periods. This book gives us a lot of things to think about and tells us about the things which has impacted and are still impacting the conversation around periods. And if you don't menstruate, then you must be thinking, why should I read a book that is about periods? Because we want to bring period positivity, and my first step towards bringing period positivity into this world is to tell you that not all women menstruate and not all those who menstruate are women. And this book is much needed. Hey, before we move on, do tell me which woman inspires you the most in your life, and if you can tag her, then do tag her and make her smile. Now carry on. The next book is No Regrets by Kaveri Bemzai. This book is a guilt-free guide for women, but I recommend you all to read it because it has some amazing successful stories from successful women that is going to help all of us in balancing our professional and personal life. This book also throws light on how everyone wants women to be perfect and how most of them end up giving up on their dreams. This book also tells us how to deal with some deep-rooted beliefs of society. So if you're a woman, do read this book, and if you aren't, then gift it to someone to support their empowerment journey. And while we are on the empowerment journey, who isn't stressed all the time? Men, women, who isn't? But if you're spending a lot more time in thinking about your problems than solving them, and your what ifs are keeping you up all night, then you have to calm the fuck down. Calm the Fuck Down by Sarah Knight is an amazing guide for a stress-free life. It talks about anxiety and all things around it. Author with this life-affirming book takes us on the journey of anxiety, its different phases, and nobody's method to cure it. The book has her journey and a lot of practical tips to give your brain a rest and enjoy this gift called life. If you think that you overthink everything, then this is the book for you. The next book is the one with a trigger warning. It has a story of an acid attack. That is Being Reshma by Reshma Qureshi. This book is an extraordinary story of a young girl from the slums of Mumbai and how she fought against the unjust world and dared to change it. Now she is an inspiration and a support to all the acid attack survivors, and she is continuously working to empower them. And this book is all about the why, how, and what's of it. And she also became the first acid attack survivor to walk on the runway of New York Fashion Week. I haven't read this book, but I have heard about the story and I have read it on so many articles, and I have heard that it's a good book. You must give it a try for some inspiration towards life. The next book is again the one that inspires me a lot, that has inspired me a lot to make a change in this world when I read it, which is I Am Malala by Malala Yousafzai. Who doesn't know this girl? She's strong and inspiring, and this book is her account of her journey for her right to education, and for which she almost paid the ultimate price. She got shot in the head by the Taliban. This book is her journey from Swat Valley to United Nations to become the youngest nominee for a Nobel Peace Prize. It is really inspiring and it tells us we have to fight for the justice no matter how hard, no matter how impossible it seems. We have to do it. We have to stand up for our lives. And hence, this is the book that is one of the most impactful books. And do you know that your thoughts can change your reality and hence they are the foundation of your life? But what if they are not in the positive direction? Well, if this is the case, then Chase Your Life Dreams by Alka Dikshit is for you. This book will help you choose positive thoughts over negative ones, help you balance your life, help you take the right decision, and gives you a lot of actionable steps along with the reasons. At some point in this book, it has some deep psychology and philosophy, but if you go step by step, you can easily grow through with this book. So if you're struggling with your thoughts which are not positive, then just pick this book up. And the next book is the one that I have recommended you enough, which is Live, Love and Love by Manjeet Sargam Tabla. This book tells you how to apply the principles of yoga into your life and how to manifest anything that you want. But positive thoughts only. Why? Because positive thoughts have positive vibrations and it will only invite positive vibes from the universe, and negative thoughts have negative vibrations which will only invite negative vibrations from the universe. And hence positive thoughts are important. This book also tells us about the power of forgiveness, gratitude, love, relationships, money, inner peace, contentment, and a lot more. And if you're anything like me, who is always interested in reading about frequencies, vibrations, energies, then this is the book you should start with. Now, the next book is the one that was recommended to me by a fellow blogger, Ronak, which is Let's Talk Money by Monica Hullen. This book is for us, for those who want to study the basis of finance. From how to save to how to make it work for you, it has it all. It won't tell you how to get rich, but how to set up a firm ground for financial security. And I am currently reading this book and trying to adapt things, trying to learn lessons of the finance, basic finance, and that is why I am taking it slow. Now, the next book is the one that I want everyone to read because it is a life-changing book, which is You Can Beat Cancer. This is the book if you want to get your life in balance. Well, it not only talks about cancer, but what are we doing wrong, what to do right, and how to do it in a budget-friendly way. This book talks a lot about holistic living, why we should adapt it and why we need it. And in a very easy to understand language, it does not have a lot of medical terms, which make this book a must read for all. If you know someone who is suffering from cancer, tell them about it. Tell them about her center where she is healing people without any medicines, and just help them live their life to the fullest once again. And if you want some motivation, if you want to improve your life without getting busted doing it, then the next book is for you. You're a Badass by Jen Sincero. This book will help you understand why you are the way you are, how to love it or change it if you want, and how to kick some ass. It's about subconscious mind and how to make it work for you. I am currently reading this book under Color Book Readathon for March prompt and I'm liking it a bit. So these are the books by impactful women which we all must read and help them in their journey to empower this world and to bring some changes, and this is the best way to start doing it. So do read this book, and if you read any of this book and if you want me to include any other book in this list, then do comment and do tell me which woman inspires you the most in your life. And happy Women's Day once again. Let's work together to bring some positive changes into this world for everyone. Happy readings. Bye bye. Hey, watch this video to know more about mental health and how to make it healthy. Bye bye.